my name is Ibrahim Suleiman, and it is an absolute pleasure to welcome you to this exciting episode of the Builder Show 2023. Yeah! Now, let's do this. Let's give a quick shout to our guys from Team Togo. Next up, let's welcome Team Ghana. And then we have Team Benin Republic. And of course, we have Team Nigeria. Now, in our previous episode, we saw Team Benin Republic and Team Togo steam all the way through to winning the first two challenges of the season. In this episode, we're hoping that we can find out what Ghana and Nigeria have to say about that. Don't go anywhere. This is the Builder Show. We'll be right back. Thank you for staying with us. This is the Builder Show 2023. This is our 6th edition, but for the very first time ever, we're doing it for TV. In the previous episode, you saw all the teams go head-to-head as they gathered their building materials in the first challenge. The second challenge was doing the formwork and casting their concrete. Now that is done. This time, it is superstructure coming up. At the end of the season, the idea is that they'll build a functional pergola.
Welcome our esteemed viewers to the Bricklaying Puzzle Challenge. This task will not only test our contestants' bricklaying skills, but also the ability to decipher a complex puzzle. The essence of today's challenge is twofold. Firstly, our teams will lay bricks to construct a design, and secondly, they must solve an intricate puzzle using specially colored and lettered bricks. Each team must appoint a leader, a visionary to guide and coordinate the brick placements according to the master plan. Their initial step, setting up ropes as guides, ensuring every brick finds its right place. With their guides in place, the teams will then mix their mortar. This is a blend of cement and water which will act as the adhesive to hold the masterpiece together. Now, here's where the real challenge begins. Amongst the bricks are special colored and lettered ones. These aren't just for show. They're crucial to completing the design puzzle. Two uniquely colored lettered bricks are to be placed at the pinnacle of the stepped design. Though they lie on the same line, there's a twist. They aren't adjacent, as other letters must smugly fit between them. While precision is key, time is also of the essence. Our teams have just 20 minutes to complete this intricate task, so it's a race against the clock. And finishing first could give them an edge. Get ready for a fusion of craftsmanship, strategy, and speed in this exciting bricklaying puzzle challenge.
This is the next stage. We're going to find out how they're going to go about this. Now, guys, are you ready?
Yes, sir!
Team Togo, are you ready?
Yes, sir!
Team Ghana, are you ready?
Yes, sir!
Benin Republic, can you hear me?
Yes, sir!
Niger, are you good?
Yes, sir!
At the sound of the buzzer, let's go! Boom! Let's go, let's go, let's go. Get to work. Tick-tock, tick-tock. So the first thing that they have to do is knock off the formwork. This guy's already ahead.
Being a mason is a big task. If you are really trained as a mason, then you are in charge or you are in control of the major part of the building project. So from casting of concrete, laying of brick, setting of pillars, and others.
The importance of a mason, it's the ability for him to be able to arrange his blocks. Not just arranging the blocks. The blocks is expected to act as one.
I be a mason because we make money easily. Sometimes we make daily money that people that work in the office cannot make. With this my mason work, I have my own house, I have my own private car, I have a wife and 3 kids. With this work, I'm paying my house rent in Lagos, I'm sending my children to school, and I settle my family problem left and here, the one I can do. But the worst part is the one that give us work at the end, they will not pay your balance. They take us as a laborer, you don't know what to do, or maybe you are doing this work because you don't have a helper. That is the worst part of our work.
We are going to lay the block according to the instruction given, which is to set the block according to the color and according to the letter.
We have to write something with the brickwork, skillers. And that means you have to be able to interpret where those alphabets have to be positioned. It's not just a common block wall that we are going to lay, but we are going to write. write, using the block wall.
So the first thing that they have to do is knock off the formwork. This guy's already ahead.
Being a mason is a big task. If you are really trained as a mason, then you are in charge or you are in control of the major part of the building project. So from casting of concrete, laying of brick, setting of pillars, and others.
Now, guys, are you ready?
Yes, sir!
The biggest challenge I think that I've actually faced at this moment is the type of block that is given to us, because this type of block is pure different. It's clay block, which is different from normal block that we are usually used to.
This block is a hollow block with holes at both sides. It's not like a solid block that has a flat surface that you just lay or spread your mortar bed and go, but this one involves a different technique of placing the mortar.
When we see the draw, I will say, "What? Can we do this?" Because this one is just a drawing, and they give us block with colors. Me, I don't even understand because I don't understand.
No time.
I tell him that this is not ordinary block. This is the interlock block, but I never meet that one before. He say, "Make I no worry." Say this work, now it won't work. Say they use for him to do.
Our bricklayer said he has never laid brick in his life. He's a builder. He does not know anything about laying brick. That the tiler has to be the one to help him to lay the brick. And at that point, I realized we are messed up.
Victor, who was supposed to be the mason, says he's a builder. So I asked, "Are you a builder or a mason?" He said, "No, he doesn't lay bricks. He's a builder." Like, can you lay blocks? Or is it that you cannot just lay bricks? Can you lay blocks? You know, it doesn't lay blocks. It doesn't lay bricks. Sand, please sand. Give me sand, don't worry. Let's put sand, remove this.
He's never laying block, anything like that. That even though throw away, you have never handled a throw away. I say, oh, I know it. Because by your appearance, I already see it.
Solomon was like, "Victor, you are the mason here." That's when I now open up and tell the whole team that I am not a mason. I am a builder. That we should know that there's a difference between a builder and a mason.
Mortar, no mortar.
I met one of the members. I said, "We're going to work together, but I don't want you to be scared because I know you've never laid any blocks. But since you are a tiler, you should be able to have an idea." I said, "I'm going to explain how it works, then we'll work together." I listened to what he told us to do. In that process, mistakenly, cement splashed to his clothes. He shouted that, "Why? Hey, don't stain my clothes. You don't have to stain my clothes." I said, "What? Are you inside? Me and you are inside. You are telling me that you're not staining your clothes in competition?" He said, "Don't tell me that." I said, "Wow, this is a builder. It's not a mason."
If the bricklayer has never laid a brick, it is not magic to lay bricks. How do we want to overcome the challenge?
Anytime you ask the bricklayer to do this work, lay the block at this direction, Mr. Francois will come, "No, we can't do it like this. Guy, it's not like that. It's just have to be like this." I say, "Guy, keep quiet. You know, you're a tiler." You know, there's a big difference between a tiler and a bricklayer.
That we had, they knew one to be called Mary. Emila came down at just fear. No, they are me at one. They are me that way. I'm a fear down. Who will that support? Okay.
Paso, no, no Sofia, no Sofia, Mr. Francois, which is representing the tiler of my team, will be the disadvantage of our team because he's someone that normally agree with us, which if there is a disagreement, I think it can lead to failure.
We are in competition. We are planning how to organize, be united, as in bring some things out so that we can be able to achieve what they will ask us to do. But the both of them will be start fighting during that conversation.
Even though in technical school in Togo, we have been taught how to lay ties, we have been taught how to mix cement, even electrical work, carpentry work, we do it together. Because second year, then they will now see your result. According to your result, that they will direct you to your field. I know that he knows about, we have knowledge in the bricklayer work, but he'll always want to show that, he knows more than us. At this time, I'm fed up with what these guys are doing because they can't listen to me as a site engineer, as a team leader, so I gave up.
I saw other teams like Team Togo, Team Ghana, Team Nigeria. I saw them and they are working fast. They are already setting 2 blocks. They are going forward. I said, wow, these people are going, oh, how are we going to do? At that moment, we don't even start anything.
At the 3rd course, then we started fixing our letters, starting with letter S. I've instructed the lady on our team to be referencing the drawing as time goes on, as we are going.
We just imagine how are we going to do the work, and we are questioning our leader that how are we going to do this work.
I was very quiet because I promised my teammate that we are going to win. All of them are hoping on me.
The critical stage for us is writing the skillets. The mason for the block laying is what they do often, but to a mixed up letter that you have to align to get it spelled well is what they don't do always.
She just prompted me that, hey, your thing, you know they write that skillers, so like there is a change. So we have to go back to the drawing and see if what she was referencing was actually true. Lo and behold, it was true. I almost wrote killers, but due to the fact that she prompted me, we have been able to go back and rectify that, and then we moved on.
Victor was just assisting and looking around like, okay, Victor, take the plumb. We don't want people to know that you don't know about bricklaying. We'll cover you up, we must supervise and put the plumbs and check the plumbs until the second line, we start adding blocks to the edge, which other things we're not doing. Ola was doing the right thing. The second stage, Victor brought a block and added to the edge and was like, a normal house is supposed to be big like this.
There's something we call differential settlement. The foundation is supposed to bear the load and transmit it to the ground. That's the essence of that. But once that is compromised, there will be a possible collapse.
Let's follow the playbook. The playbook says just one line like this. There's no extra blocks on the hedge. We use like 5 minutes to argue that.
After the second push, we started missing everything. Trying to put a line at the angle, the confusion came. Mr. A will say this is not supposed to be there. Another person will say this is supposed to be there.
He actually convinced Ola, let me say confused Ola to actually arrange those bricks on the edge, both edges. So when we are almost through, and I was still like, guys, this thing we are doing is very wrong. Look at Ghana, look at Benin, look at Togo. They are not putting it on the edge. My bros, as usual, you can't remove it. It is my work. I am in charge. I am the bricklayer. Ola now saw what I was actually saying. That's when we now start removing the blocks one by one from the top, from the side, and bringing the sides out, putting it back, now getting our works rough. We all are working together as one. We are doing the right thing. And when you come in and destroy everything we've done from the beginning. So we are left to start removing all the blocks. Me, Ola, and Shedrack start removing all the blocks, and we are arranging and start breaking one after the other. That way, what has actually plumbed could not get plumbed again. When the fourth now came, he now turned his back and like, Ola is the one to blame. It's Ola that you have to go and blame. Ola is the one that is doing it. When you actually taking everything and putting it on themselves, nobody was arguing with you. Now there's a problem. You're blaming another person for your own mistake. There was a particular time I was telling Ola in Yoruba that Ola, you should not have done it. Now you see what is happening. He was saying we should not speak Yoruba. How are you going to speak Yoruba where he is? And he was really speaking Hausa to somebody else that we don't even understand. I think the problem comes from the fact that he's older, yes. He wants to, he's a builder. He has been a supervisor. He has always been in control of all his whole life. Now, getting order or being controlled from somebody younger than him is the problem. I actually said to myself that this team leader thing, I have to drop it. Because personally, in everything I do, I have never failed. Even if I fail, I see myself like, I tried my best. But at this point, there's no best to be tried.
As usual, Benin Republic, very, very focused on detail and precision. I really respect that about them. They're doing a great job with that. Team Niger, how's it going?
Togo. Well done. All good. All right, so we're having a situation where all the teams are at different stages of progress. I can see that the guys from Benin Republic are taking their time. They're making sure that precision is their watchword. The pattern is already emerging here with the Ghanaian wall. It's like, I'm just like, for real, the pattern is already emerging. Our guys here from Togo taking their time as well, making sure that they have it laid out properly at the bottom so as they go up, it doesn't start to tilt. The Nigerian team finally have figured out what side of the wall they want to start with. So I think we're doing pretty good. The progress is beginning to show because at first they were doing their mixing and all of that and it was taking a bit of time. We'll be right back and we'll find out exactly what the strategy is for the next stage. Don't go anywhere. This is the Builder Show. We're here.
We're almost finishing and the devil is trying to use us.
That's right. That is right. Welcome back to the Builders Show. If you're just joining us, the builders have gotten to the point where they've set up the wall and there's a pattern and some letters that have to be in sync and well aligned. That's the challenge for this particular stage and we're almost there. During the break, they paced up, they did a lot of work and we're almost there. We're almost out of time for this particular challenge. So I'm just going to do a quick walk around and do a site inspection, find how it's going. But once the buzzer goes off, everybody downs tools and we're done for this challenge. Then we'll get our judges in, they'll do a site inspection, and then we'll pick a winner based on the criteria. This is the Builders Show. Thank you for joining us. I'm gonna just take a walk. All right. Niger. Okay, you guys are checking your plums to make sure it's straight. Does it measure up? Does it line up? All right, cool. Benin. Benin Republic. Well done.
We are put
almost there
now.
Chop, chop, let's go. We're almost out of time. Ghana, Alpha. You're all right, Abby. Correct. Tidy up. So good, I don't need help. Everything good.
Détruire. Encore.
Exactly. Nice one. Try and tidy up that edge. No. Let's go. Down your tools, tools down. Put your hands together for yourselves. Well done. Well done. Okay, so time is up. Tools are down. Team Togo, how you feeling? Great. Team Ghana, how you feeling?
Great.
You think you did good? Fantastic. I like that. Team Benin Republic, how's it going? You're doing good? You're feeling all right? Getting energized? Awesome. Team Niger, you're good? Are we ready to find out what the judges think? Because we're going to do a site inspection. The judges are going to come in and we're going to take a quick walk. They're going to judge you based on your accuracy. They're going to check that. If it's level, is it tidy? Is it neat? Does it look solid? Is it appealing? You know, so we're going to check all of that when our judges come in. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for our judges. We have Architect Nina, Architect Sadiq, and Architect Zelea. It's pretty interesting how, ma'am, please. Standing with me here is decades and decades of collective experience and know-how and knowledge in the design and construction industry. This challenge for me has been pretty interesting because everybody had to be part of it. The entire team had to participate. Sir, what would you say for you is the benchmark? Like if you had to pick just one thing that you're looking out for, what would it be when you're judging?
Precision.
Precision. Yeah. Precision. So guys, remember earlier I mentioned precision. Ma'am.
Attention to detail.
Attention to detail, which is very important because that actually saves lives.
Speed, time.
Because at the end of the day, every day costs money.
Yeah.
So the first thing is precision. The next thing is attention to detail. And the third thing is time management. Yeah. So we're going to do a very quick site inspection. We're going to go from plot to plot and have a look, interact with ask questions, you know. And then as we're doing that, I know that you guys are computing and making your decision. And then when we're done, we'll have a quick huddle. You tell me what you've decided, and then I'll let the rest of the world and the contestants know. Shall we do this?
By all means.
Okay, so,
clockwise.
You know, okay, we should do clockwise.
Yes.
Thank you, sir. See, that's leadership, which is also a good criteria. Okay, so this is our Togolese team. Guys, how's it going? How do you feel? All right, so our judges are here. They're going to take a look.
So should we plumb? Should we place our plumb on everyone?
Yes, please, I think we should.
We could, yes.
Plumb, please. Where's the plumb? Dr. Sadiq, do you want to plumb for us? That's a good one.
When the judges came, you know, they look around.
We actually need a longer plumb.
So we can go across as we go. Yes.
Keep sliding.
They went even at the back of where we laid the block, they check that we have leftover material there. They check the level of the laying of our block.
Sorry.
Also check the top of our block, whether they are flat or not.
Okay.
Now, another thing I'm afraid of is the way we manage our site. Honestly, we were rough. Because if you can see we missed the cement where there were no clean. We need to arrange properly the site. Because a site, anybody that visits your site may be able to eat even in your site. Your site is not supposed to be, you know, dirty.
Yes, yeah, of course.
Neatness is something we're going to do.
So this, look at that.
Yeah. The ability to also use minimal mortar. Yeah. Because that's the intention of the blocks.
All right. But
at the moment, one of the judges was, you know, he even took a spirit level to check whether our blocks that we lay, they were plumbed. Once that moment that he took that level spirit, I was like, wow, it's now they will discover our fault.
Yes.
All right, thanks, guys. Well done.
What would you say your biggest challenge was here? I try to do my own best.
Okay.
So there is setting out for the challenge you have.
Okay. Okay.
That's good. That's good to know.
So
Good
setting
job.
out in terms of laying your blocks.
The laying the block, putting on the square, and getting the plan.
Well done.
Good job, guys. Well done. I like that.
They said the scale is spelled properly.
Oh, that's true. I didn't check that.
Can we have your tools, please? Can I have the small plump? Small plump.
We actually finished first. So we were also giving ourselves that confidence, okay, if they are going to announce the winner based on speed, the arrangement of the letters and the colors are okay and stuff like that.
What would you say was your biggest challenge in this exercise so far?
I think one of our biggest challenge is that some blocks are not really equal.
Okay.
And at the beginning, we were following the instructions. At some point, we forgot. So after finishing, then we now took some step back to check what we've done. Then we now noticed and tried to.
Sort it out. Okay, great.
Let me ask you a
Is that your
question.
phone?
You noticed a dip in your wall Artistants. What did you do to rectify it?
So correcting this will require removing some books.
Okay.
Yes. So that's why we have to try our best to see that take it to a reasonable level that it won't just be obvious. When we add another mortar.
To level out. Okay.
All right. Thank you.
The body key.
I'm actually quite impressed with the way you turned out. I think they did really well.
Okay,
we're done.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, thank you guys. You actually turned out better than I thought it would. So what do you think?
Okay, well done.
Well done.
You don't think it's better than the other guys? Okay, that's not good. Okay. Oh, that's true.
Yeah, exactly.
Is this for me?
You can have it.
That's nice. Really
Then,
enjoying yourself. So let me ask the question that my colleague has always been asking. What was your challenge? What was your challenge?
Yes. Oh, that's some.
Okay.
Oh. Okay.
Okay. Okay, but how did you solve that? Were you able to solve that?
Okay, so how did you solve the issue with and then with the blocks that were not the same size as the others, how did you? So
Try to make it. Okay.
So did you use plaster? Did you use mortar? What did you use to correct it? What did you do to correct it?
The difference, as I'm putting block, I put one at this head, I put one at this head. When I'm facing anyone that high, anyone that hand, I promote it down.
Okay.
Anyone that need to pull up.
Nice.
Yeah.
Impressive.
The time where the judges came to our side, they see the setting of the block. They are discussing together that these people have done good job.
Because remember yesterday you mentioned that how they problem solve based on the challenges that they face also plays a role.
They take their plumb into the setting of the block. Everything was firm and everything was square and no bend, everything was smooth.
I like the fact that they actually clear every place so that you can actually place your Okay, let's visit the Ghanaians.
Yes. Okay. All right. Thank you.
Well done. Thank you. Well done.
Team Ghana. How far now?
Later.
So,
this looks good.
is she the head of the team?
Who's speaking for the team today?
She is the team leader, but
Okay.
So you're the Mason. Okay, great. Okay, so
What was your major challenge? What would you say your major challenge was?
we don't really have any major challenge. It's about the interpretation of the drawing. So that was the first thing we look out for when we came here. So once we were able to interpret the drawing, we went ahead to set our work out.
How did you achieve this?
Just the moment which
This.
So this was part of the previous challenge.
Yeah.
Please, are you referring to this?
Yes.
Okay, so we actually measured the formwork, and then we divided it into two. So we use that to position the polyester.
Good. Okay.
So it looks like that is not plumb.
At the end of that task, we were able to write the skillets, which is what the judges want. And before we finish our task, we were able to write that skillets before the time was up.
Seen enough. Okay.
Ready to rumble.
We're good to go. Well done, guys.
Thank you.
We give them a lot of time, and I think they paid attention to a lot of details.
The Ghanaians.
All of them. I'm talking about generally now.
Okay.
In terms of what they've been able to put up. And you can see that the people in that angle have done a lot of good work.
Okay, so my esteemed panel of judges have done their site inspections. We've gone through, the work on every plot. And, every team had challenges. We had conversations with them, asked them what the challenges are. What was most interesting was the way that they went about solving their challenges. Every team had unique challenges and they found ways to solve them. Did they do enough to make it to the top? The judges have made a decision. I have the name of the team that has won this particular stage of the competition. But before I announce them, I just want us to put our hands together for judges as they go back to their very perchy place where they stand and observe. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Please, one more time, a round of applause for our judges. That's a lot of experience that is walking off the site. Okay, it has been tough. It has been very hard work. There's been a lot of pressure. The pressure has gotten worse. But these teams have shown that they will always finish the task. They always get the job done. But at the end of the day, it's a competition, so one team has to win. For this stage of the competition, this is the third task in this competition. And the winner of this particular challenge is, please put your hands together for Team Benin Republic.
The team that has an advantage over my team actually is Benin Republic. Honestly speaking, when it comes to bricklayer work and mason work, they are the best.
Now that is the spirit of competition. We'll take a quick break. Thank you for staying with us. We'll be back.
When they announced Benin Republic the winner, I don't even know the happiness in me. I don't even know when I freed. I just shout, jump up. I don't even expect that. And my team may come and appreciate me and shake me and carry me up. Many things happen in that moment.
But actually, when they announced that Benin Republic won that tax, I was not surprised. I was not surprised. At the same time, I know we still need to encourage them. It is a spirit of teamwork. I was happy because they did well and they deserve it. The judges, they were accurate in their judgment.
What made them came first was that the blocks that we laid in between the two joints, we used a mortar between the joints, which Benin didn't do. They only joined the two blocks together. Our main takeaway is we can do better, and we are planning to do better. So with this, we are going back, strategy well, and come back. And I'm sure this time it will not be third position, but first.
The reason why we were celebrating with the winners is they really deserve it. Then, you know, this is Africa. We have one spirit. We just have to, encourage each other. If you know that someone did it very well, you have to encourage them.
The work we are doing is a teamwork, even though we are from different countries, but we still understand that we are all one people. If your team is not doing well and other team are doing well, that doesn't mean you should kill the spirit.
It was a little difficult for us to be together and work together and understand ourselves, because there are some of us that any small thing can be anger can come, someone can vex, but I bring the calm. Don't give up. Let us do this thing and go home with this $10,000.
I have to be honest, I blame my bricklayer, because you see, if you actually know something, this is your field. No matter how, that is my personal lesson, no matter how pressure your member or the team members are giving you, you just have to be sure that you deliver what you have in you. You deliver your knowledge.
It was really disappointing and embarrassing, because that was not the first one, the first task that we lost. We lost the first one, so we called ourselves together and we're like, okay, there are still more tasks to go, we'll win the next one. We lost that one again, we're like, okay, no problem, if we can win this one, then we lost again. So it was really embarrassing. If I am to point a finger at a team member that constantly make us lose from the very first stage of the competition to this point, I'm going to point finger at two persons, Solomon and Victor.
The first task, I won't say we lose because of you, but if you actually listened, we might at least meet up a little bit. Put just 2 stones, let me break. You are putting 3, as if I'm something different, as if I'm one kind of machine. I don't understand.
The argument started from the relay, the first stage of the competition. When Solomon was breaking the rock, a time came he was tired, he was telling Victor, come and pack. Victor said, no, hit more. You say, come and pack, I am tired, let me rest. He said, no, hit more.
The second task, which was the foundation, let's make it thick. It has to be slurry. It has to be slurry.
The casting again, the two of them, the argument, your form work is not correct. No, my form work was good. You say this will be slurry and stuff. Then to this stage again, the two of them continue the argument. It comes to a point I was telling the two of them that you guys are talking too much. The whole thing is becoming too obvious that Team Nigeria was disoriented.
The third one again, bricklaying, you can't do it. Let's help you and cover your shame. You're like, nobody can tell you what to do. It's your job. I felt from the beginning till right now that we are at this stage right now, he has been the problem. Just because of one thing, he does not want to be told what to do. I am complaining about you. Ola is complaining about you. Shedrack is complaining. Even Dorcas is telling you the same thing. You are not saying something wrong with you. Instead, you are saying something wrong with everybody. And you have a big problem.
I cannot take full responsibility of what happened that day. Everyone has his own part because we all played the part of erecting the structure on that same day. Now, I actually discovered some of the things that made us not to win that particular task. Number one, the work was not neat. What are the reasons? I told them, I said, these blocks are kind of an interlock blocks. So you don't introduce mortar at the parapet, that's at the parapet. It's only supposed to be at the bedding because by the time you fuse it, it will lock itself. But there was an argument. Solomon said, no, this is not how blocks are. I tried to explain, but since we've had an agreement that there shouldn't be any argument, I let go of it. And I tried to stress out that, please, everything you will do, let's make sure that it is plumb. Because these are the things they are going to check. Is the block on plumb? Is it plumb? What about your neatness when it comes to laying of blocks? How is it like? So he was not really giving ears to what I was saying. He was a bit domineering. So I never wanted any issue, so I was just mute over it. And that was what resulted to our failure.
When we get backstage, Solomon confronted him, so the whole thing, they started exchanging words. Victor pulled his shoe, he said he's not doing again, he's going. They almost fought. But at the end of the day, we have intervention from a couple of persons and they separated them.
I've had an amazing time. This challenge has been pretty tough, but they all pulled through. We've had a great time having you. Thank you for having me on the show. My name is Ibrahim Suleiman. It's been a pleasure being your host. Until next time, please remember, stay safe and be kind to one another. Peace.